I'm really enjoying these interviews because we're buzzing around the world, halfway around the world, country to country. We're talking to some very interesting musicians and lots of different genres of music. So we're back in the UK now to talk to Josh Elliott, guitarist in the Dolmen. Welcome, Josh.
Hi, Lars. How you doing?
Looking good, Josh. That beard's getting longer and longer.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I've just let it grow, just getting a bit of the length in. I haven't trimmed it for a while, so...
I think we've both got an excuse for lockdown, and we've been like it for a very long time. But of course, it suits the style of the Dolmen. Just tell us all about the Dolmen.
Okay, so we're a kind of folk rock band based in the south of the UK, down in Dorset. We get around a bit. We get to go up and down the country, and we also spend a lot of our summer usually in Europe, which is great. We do a lot of folk and medieval festivals.
Because we're talking medieval rock. I mean, people from medieval days wouldn't have the clue what we're talking about, but it takes in like Scottish, Irish, Celtic. There's so many forms of jigs and reels, and you actually beef them up into very exciting, and it's a lot of audience participation as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, our main thing, we love Irish and Scottish and Welsh music. A lot of our family heritage comes from sort of those areas of the UK. So that's kind of where we go to. And what we do is we do the kind of traditional stuff, but we do it with like electric guitars and flute and just kind of a bit more kind of rock energy, I guess, into the style.
And this is all big in Germany and places like that.
Absolutely, yeah. There seems to be a much bigger market for it over there. Obviously, there are the festivals over here, and they're always growing. It's great, and they're, some of the festivals we have over here are absolutely fantastic. But I mean, yeah, in Europe, it's just on another scale. It's massive.
Well, if you want to be a pirate, then I will tell you how. There's just one golden road, that is, Deckard stole me out. And if a man should ask you how it is, how do you know? Just look the bastard in the eye, Eric Callum told you so. If you want to be a pirate, then I will tell you how. There's just one golden rule, that is, Deckard stole me out.
It's very theatrical as well, and in your face. You've written a lot of music yourself. It seems to be like a spiritual feel between it. Are some of these songs got a battle theme behind them?
I mean, I guess so. It's not that so much. When we write, we're very much on a personal level. And it's very much about emotion and feeling. Me and Talek, we write a lot of the music together, and that's kind of one of the most important things to us, is how the music feels and how you feel when you listen to it. A bit of sort of conceptual stuff, I guess, and we kind of blend that in with the traditional style, and that kind of that's our sort of go-to. That's the music we love.
Talk us through the members of the band, Josh. You've got, I think, is it Anja in Germany? Because you're not exactly living in the same country.
No, that's right. Yeah, we got Anja. She lives over in the south of Germany, down in the Black Forest area. The rest of us are all from Dorset in the UK. You've got Talek Jameson, who's the front man, and he's the guy who started it all back early 90s. And then we got Kaylee Marchant on bass. And then we got Chris Harris on drums. And I've known Chris for years. We kind of went to school together, and that's kind of how that happened.
One want to get across that it's not just angry guitar or rocking bass and drums. There is a lighter side of this natural medieval music that comes in with flutes and bagpipes.
No, absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's a big part that Anya brings in. She brings sort of the bagpipe element, which is something that we didn't really... Well, I think actually Talek did have a few bagpipe sessions on some of the older stuff before my time, but she kind of brings that in. But it's mainly flute and whistles that we concentrate on. We find that the gel between electric guitar and flute just really works. It just kind of together, it just makes this sound.
The pictures I've seen with you in your bearskins and your leathers, if you had a bright red guitar, might not look the part. What's the real woody looking guitar you've got? You haven't got it there, have you?
Yeah, I have actually. It's a GW Kvasir, which is my signature model. It's a Soprano on the top. I know you're a bit of a guitar man, and American black walnut on the back, which is it's a bit worn now. I think I must have had it 3 or 4 years, and it's kind of it's got some battle scars now.
Very pretty. Just hold that up once again and just keep it still for a sec. Look at that. Oh, I do like that. Yes, battle scars. That'll work. So we're back to the Fusion gig bags, of course, which you're touring with, and Ange's got one as well for bagpipes, I think.
That's right, yeah. She uses it for her bagpipes when she brings them on the road. Personally, yeah, I absolutely love mine. It's brilliant. It holds everything you need, especially at the moment as well. Just sort of, we're starting to meet up again. Those of us that are in the UK, try and get some rehearsing in, get some writing in, and it's perfect. Just for I can fit everything in there. I can get a couple of pedals in there, any like sort of pads and paper I might need. It's a tablet. It's great.
Yes, getting back together again. Hopefully, we can get some gigs happening soon. So, are you writing with the rest of the band for, say, songs for when we can do this all again?
Yeah, kind of remotely, I guess. Actually, still at the moment, a lot of the writing's still done remotely. Something that's been fantastic for us over this period is we've started a Patreon account, which is a great way for us to kind of get back in contact with our fans. Even though we're over the other side of the water from a lot that are in Europe. Where can we see this? If you type in Patreon into any browser and then search for The Dolmen, you can find it there. Or obviously on our website or any of our social media pages. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Excellent. Well, we'll do that when we have a little break in a minute, of course. And let's hope to see you out there waving some swords and playing some rocky songs pretty soon. Absolutely. Look forward to it.